So I live in Italy, I'm Chinese, but I chose to speak in English on my YouTube channel. Not to be cool, not to copy anyone, but it felt like the language of my dream life. I used to make videos in Italian, but deep down, something didn't feel right. My intuition kept whispering, speak in English, dream big. But I kept sabotaging myself, telling myself that my English wasn't good enough, that no one would watch, until one day I stopped listening to those fears and started listening to me. So this is how I reprogrammed my mind and stopped sabotaging myself and started chasing my dreams out loud in English. So disclaimer, I'm not a coach, I'm just a 16-year-old teenager who's just sharing her experiences, lessons, hoping they would help someone. Here are the timestamps of the video where I'll share the 2 mindset shifts that allowed me to stop sabotaging my dream life, and then how I reprogrammed my mind with 2 simple actionable steps to again stop sabotaging my dreams. But before all of that, I'm going to answer to some questions that you guys may be curious about regarding my story. Question number 1, what were you really doing or thinking when you made that choice? And what did choosing English allow you to become? So the obvious reason is that I wanted to reach more people. English is universal and I love YouTube and I want to grow. So it made sense. But that's not the full story. And it's so funny how it all started. So I was having a shower and I suddenly received this download from the universe saying, make YouTube videos in English. And it was the first time that I was thinking about that. At first it was weird. I thought, why am I not speaking my own language? What if people think that I'm fake or I'm ashamed of my roots? How can I learn English at least in less than 6 months? And I had all of those thoughts. Then I realized English makes me feel like a more honest version of myself. Not because it's better, because I'm influenced by all those American YouTube videos, English YouTube videos that I watch and that I'm obsessed with, that talk about how to become your higher self, you know, the same niche as mine. And it's the language where I feel most like her, my higher self. Yeah, I ignored this intuition, you know, whispering to me, speak in English in your videos, for a long time if I think about it, but I never truly thought about it in a concrete way. I don't know how to explain it, but deep down I always had that voice inside me, but it was unconscious, and it was finally brought into conscious when I was taking a shower. So yeah, I started to make English videos immediately after that thought brought conscious. I've always been impulsive,
but I still do learn when to use it and when not.
So yeah, it wasn't really about English, it was about who I want to become, and English helped me to step into that version. And if I ever go back to speaking Chinese or Italian, it means that it feels good for that version of me. So if you're deciding how to show up on social media, don't overthink about what other people expect from you. Choose what feels most aligned with your dream life. Not just what's native to your mouth, but what's native to your soul. Did you feel any guilt or pressure about not using your native language? Of course, a little bit, but since I'm motivated by a strong why behind my goals, I've always had the mentality of I'm going to make it, I can do it. Also because English is not that hard. Some words are similar to Italian, and I thought that maybe it will be weird once my family, classmates find out. But then I thought,
anyway, it's just a common language. Maybe I will shock them at first.
But obviously I didn't let it stop me. I also didn't care that much about other people's judgment, because it's literally their loss that they don't even know how to speak in English fluently, so they're judging me because they're jealous. Only people who are doing less than you are going to judge you, and in my opinion, speaking another language fluently that is not your native language is so cool. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself. And did I wonder what other people would think about me? Yes, but I didn't let that stop me because I was excited to start. What does English represent to you personally? It's a win for me. I will remind myself about it every time I'm feeling imposter syndrome or starting something new and uncomfortable. It represents the future because I'm going to have more opportunities. I'm going to be able to travel around the world. It represents obviously independency and authenticity because, as I said before,
I used to watch all those content creators who were American and they were talking about my same niche on YouTube. They talk about deep, transformative stuff and it's really part of my personality.
Every time I speak in English, especially on social media, I feel like I am embodying all those content creators who are living my dream life as if I embodied my higher self. Oh my god, I already said it multiple times. It sets me on fire, it's my passion, and yeah. So let's move on to the mindset shifts. Mindset shift number 1, to stop self-sabotaging, stop overthinking. Overthinking kills the momentum, which means when we are chasing our goals, we are constantly doubting ourselves, saying, are we capable to do it? What other people will think? And those limiting thoughts came out because it's uncomfortable, it's something new we never did before, and something that stops us to start something new is the fact that we don't believe in ourselves enough. So how do we become more confident? One thing that I did is that I started to speak in English even if I wasn't perfect. And yeah, the growth on YouTube was slower than ever. I made mistakes, I relied on Google Translate, and yes, writing a script, it took me a decade to finish it. And sometimes I just wanted to give up. Sometimes I wouldn't even post for months because of my perfectionism, which is the next mindset shift. But the key to overcoming overthinking is just do it. Just to trust the dream instead of doubting it. Just do that thing that makes you uncomfortable, that it's new. And if you're self-sabotaging because you're scared, do it anyway. So as I promised, the mindset shift number 2 to stop self-sabotaging is perfectionism. Stop wanting to be perfect every single time, especially when you start. Like, let's be honest, we fear to be imperfect because we are afraid to fail. I can guarantee you that every single successful person has failed more than others. And starting as a beginner is tough, especially in this generation when we rely on instant gratification because of our phones and social media. Everything is happening so quick, and all of a sudden everything else became boring. This generation gives up after the first obstacle. After trying for 1 month something new and not seeing results, the fact is that if we look at it in a positive perspective, it's never been easier than ever to succeed. Let me explain that. If you're a teenager and you're not working yet, you can literally take advantage of your free time, be ahead of 99% of your peers by starting to chase your dreams. Like, hardly anyone is consistent and disciplined enough to achieve their goals. So start training your discipline now because your brain is like a sponge. Everything you do before turning 30 is going to shape your life going forward. Imagine if I'd given up because of fear of failure or perfectionism. I wouldn't be fluent in English within less than 1 year. Creating better content, making better thumbnails, and building more confidence. Like, don't get it wrong, I'm still learning and improving, but I'm proud of the 14-year-old girl who started despite all those demons in her head. Nothing is ever perfect at the beginning. You have to allow yourself to be a f***ing beginner. Every person you look up to that is living your dream life was once where you are right now. The only difference is that they didn't wait to be perfect and they stayed consistent in improving their craft. And that's how they grew. And you need to celebrate your failures because it's the only teacher that is going to bring you closer to your dream life. Without failure, you're going to be stuck where you are right now, waiting to be perfect. Let me tell you, what if you are doing better than you think? If you've already embarked in your journey. Because sometimes we can literally be our worst enemies. For example, I became more fluent in English than my classmates, and I didn't even realize the progress that I made, of how far I've come. Like, I thought that I wasn't that great in English, and my classmates complimented me saying that I'm so fluent in English. So this is your reminder of the fact that you don't need to start huge, you just need to start small with small steps, even like 5 minutes learning something every day, and then the next week you're going to learn 10 minutes, and then the next month you're going to turn it to 30 minutes. That's what I did. You literally don't notice your progress. That's why I was a little bit shocked when I started to get better grades. I was better in English than all of my classmates. I started small and I stayed consistent every single day, and look where I am right now. I feel like I'm an American right now. Like, I still have so much to learn about this language. So now let's move into how to reprogram your mind. So what helped me to reprogram my mind and have a winner's mindset and believe in my dreams are two main actionable practices. Without them, let me be honest, I would have very easily fell into the trap of listening to my fears instead of my soul. So these practices influence your subconscious mind by forming new neural pathways, and if used multiple times and consistently, they are going to make those pathways stronger. Because reprogramming our subconscious mind is key in manifesting your dream life and achieving your goals. And our subconscious mind holds all of our limiting beliefs that are preventing us to achieve that goal, and they cannot be changed very easily consciously. So in order to enter in your subconscious and change those limiting beliefs, you need to do it constantly every single day. You need to access to alpha or theta brainwave state, and you also need to be in a high vibrational state, aka you need to feel higher, more positive emotions, because emotion is the secret. Emotion is the only way to enter in your subconscious mind and change your subconscious mind. That's why you cannot let go of all those traumatic experiences, and literally they influenced you in who you became today, because they carry such huge emotional weight in your subconscious that they are literally running in your life, influencing your decisions, your thoughts, your emotions. So practice number 1 is visualization. Visualize while you are meditating or watching your vision board. Ideally, you need to do it after waking up and before going to sleep. Those are the moments where the subconscious is more suggestible due to melatonin. Those are the times where your conscious analytical mind is quiet and your subconscious can more easily accept new realities. Because again, the brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. And you can also visualize your dream life and embody your higher self throughout the day, like for even 60 seconds, maybe every 1 hour. And ask yourself, what would your higher self do in this situation? Or if you're walking down the street, think about how she or he is going to walk. So practice number 2, watch people living your dream life. Consume videos of people who are already living your dream life, dream relationship, working on your dream job. Hearing how they achieved their goals is going to show your subconscious mind that your dreams are possible to achieve. And it normalizes your dream life more and more. And this is so important because it's going to make you less obsessed and more detached from the outcome. Because manifestation is all about aligning yourself with the version of yourself who already lives your dream life. She or he is not obsessing over because they already have it. So this increases confidence. So if this resonated with you, tell me what fear you're trying to overcome. And if you are on a self-growth journey like me, then subscribe because I post every single week. On Sunday, I'm sharing everything I learned as I'm growing into my dream self. So watch this video. I'm going to explain to you how to manifest your dream life, dive deeper into how manifestation works, and I'm going to give you new tips.